Wow, hello everyone.
Hello.
Wow, welcome back. This is the NgoVo Convo podcast. I'm Veronica and I'm joined by Harrison. He's over there. Somewhere.
Yep. Over
Not
here.
waving.
Nope.
I'm waving. It's fine.
Yep. Can't let you find out.
It's fine. And we're both just here wanting an excuse to talk about anything that entertains us.
Hell yeah.
Because everything entertains us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So far, yeah.
But really, we are trying to clean up our never-ending backlog, which is happening as we speak.
It is.
Yeah.
For the season,
Because some would say it's two people. It's Harrison and I conversing.
Like, NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo spot right above my head.
Wow. Genius.
Thank you. Again. That's what
Because
I'm here for.
you can watch every episode on YouTube or listen to us as a podcast by searching NgoVo Convo on your podcast service of choice. And this video is sponsored by Olipop, but more on that later. This episode, we are going to be talking about Dr. Stone Season 4, the final season, Part 1.
Nice.
Nice. And I took this one because if y'all don't remember the last episodes that had a Part 1, Harrison gets very much triggered PTSD.
Let me explain.
So, you know, as a team player.
Let me remind you. Attack on Titan just did it very dirty. You mentioned...
Yes.
Do you think this is the last scenes for Dr. Stone?
They have said that it will be 3 parts. And part 2 comes out in July.
And that's okay. See, that it's fine. Because if it's the last season and they can't name it anything else at this point, sure.
See, when Harrison just like, you know, I gotta stop Harrison a little bit. This is why I took over. I am the captain now of the ship. If you have not watched this season, go watch it. It's very fun. It's good. It's 12 episodes. That's like, you know, a weekend or an afternoon, whichever kind of binge person you are.
Yeah.
Come back to us. I watched this weekly.
You did? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. It was good.
Dr. Stone has yet to not surprise me with how it keeps me engaged.
Yes.
It's such a crazy it's so good. I love the suspense. I love they somehow make they still somehow make little things where it's like a big oh, what the hell, or oh, this is such a small thing in our world, but they make it so dramatized but so good. Just well written.
No, it is very well written. And the manga ended, so that's why we're in the final season. Part 1 out of 3. I'm going to assume that since Part 2 is coming out in July, that Part 3 will probably be out in the fall or winter. So
I'd say
this
winter.
will be wrapping up.
They might skip one.
Yeah, this is wrapping up pretty quickly. Yeah. But let's go into non-spoiler thoughts. I know it's been a while since season 3, but, you know, this is 4. So I don't know if you had a hard time remembering season 3. I know they didn't do a recap episode or anything going into this.
I think I got it at that point when we started.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Were you, expecting anything less or anything more as you were watching this?
No, I don't ever know what to expect with Dr. Stone, and there's some points I want to talk about because it really threw me off. I was whoa, that's really crazy. But no, I think all I expected was just for them to somehow turn any plot point on my head and just or make me question what's going on. The suspense is always there.
Yeah.
So it's not a thriller either. It's just
no,
what's gonna happen next?
No, what's gonna happen? Yeah. And you know what's really fun about Dr. Stone is that one, you get basically an educational science background. You make it fun, easy to follow through, and then how you said it earlier, they turned the most simple task or like item and they turn it into like a big plot point.
Yep.
Some way, somehow. They do it every time.
Somehow. It's just so good.
No, I loved it. It was just so fun to see them back and like be their funny comedic self.
Mm-hmm.
They are so chaotic.
They are.
That's what I enjoy.
It's like that. That's the characters are always fun to come back to.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone just keeps you. They do a good job in juggling. Actually, I'd say like right now they have, and it's like certain groups that they kind of keep as like the core group. So
yeah,
it does help.
And you know what's funny? I just thought about this is that we complain a lot about like group characters or like superheroes in live action, but now when I'm thinking about Dr. Stone, there's like a lot of people involved,
and they fill a certain role, and I think because of how they portray each character, it's like it doesn't feel like they're just there as like, oh look, they're just here to, I don't know,
to like be here.
But also sometimes they actually are there to serve a role, but it's like they're very upfront about it, and I think that's the difference.
Yeah. And plus, live action versus like animation, it's easier to do it on one end versus the other, I think.
Yes.
But I just thought about that thought, and I was like, oh my gosh, we are not complaining about the like 50 characters like in this plot point.
If you're complaining about it, it's just because you're not keeping up with it. But I'm not saying that it's bad that you can't keep up with it. There is a lot, but
it is bad. You can't keep up with it. You know?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
But do you have any other non-spoiler thoughts? Anything else you want to add?
It just keeps getting better, and I always want more. I can't wait for the next part, non-spoiler wise. And this is always a sleeper to me because I don't hear enough people.
Yes,
I don't hear enough people talk about it, or I don't see it trending enough. But it's also like, I don't know. Some people just need to just give it a shot. I think we're almost at the tail end from this feel of this, and I can't wait for more.
No, yeah, I totally agree. Everything you said. But before we get into spoilers, we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsor. This episode is sponsored by Olipop, the soda your gut will thank you for. Yes, I'm talking to you. All of you. All right. Have you ever missed that classic soda pop feeling? The fizz, the flavor, but without the sugar crash. And the guilt trip. Yeah, me too. You too, Harrison too. All of us. That's why I'm introducing to you Olipop, the soda that's bursting with flavor and good for you too. I actually have my favorite one here, strawberry vanilla. But the other weird one that I enjoyed was banana cream. I know, it's weird, super weird, but this is my favorite. Number 1, because it only has 3 grams of sugar per can, plus it has 9 grams of prebiotic fiber. And you know what you need with fiber? To use the restroom. Hee. But yeah, that means that you're going to have a happy and healthy gut with every sip. And it looks like that they took everything we loved about classic soda and upgraded to a modern, healthy conscience person. Like you, like me, like Harrison. My co-partner. My co-host. That's not here right now. So ditch the compromise and experience the soda revolution for yourself. Don't forget to use our promo code NgoVo15, NgoVo15 to get 15% off your first order on drinkolipop.com. And we're back.
Oh.
Hope you're less thirsty now.
A little bit.
Ready to go into some spoilers?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I just want to start off with this question because I think it's so funny. Senku is just like not your average main character.
No.
I just feel like he's just he has some loose screws in his head, especially in this season.
He's chaotic good. Good.
Yeah. But how did you enjoy, I think it was like the first couple episodes where they like introduced like everyone that was going on this trip, And they like introduce like the gambling portion, a bar, like
Bringing in normal modern like vices is
Yeah.
so funny. Like even just having ice cream, I think what it was,
yes,
right?
ice cream, yeah.
I
Like
literally,
cocktails,
yeah.
beer.
And I was like, I looked at my wife. I'm like, we're learning to sin today.
I think that's what like makes Dr. Stone so quirky. It's like the mundane, like everyday life
Yep.
items we have here is just like so great
Yeah.
for them.
And like even like they were just trying to determine something, and it was all just for gambling, essentially. I thought that was hilarious. I was like, this is amazing. Again, being like so good at like sleight of hand, I was like, this is hilarious. Oh my god.
You mean he was counting cards this entire
Oh my
time?
god. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? But let's just get right into it. How did you feel about Dr. X? Dr. Zeno?
The ominous, really crazy, like really mysterious, because how does he know all this stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Then you learn that he's actually also a really smart scientist.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps getting deeper. And can we just get straight to it?
Yeah, just
quick?
get straight into it.
They're just building him up as the villain, right? Like that's this big villain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, he has a civilization. Just to find out that he's also Senku's mentor.
When Senku was like 11, 12.
Yes. And they actually had they were like email buddies, or like, you know, pen pal almost, right? Like,
Pen pals,
sending
yeah.
each other like emails, like conversing about things. And I think it was just such a good dynamic to show like what their value is for science.
Yes.
And that's the opposing force. And I think that's great.
Yeah. No. I love it when Dr. X was like, science is elegant. And then in my head, every time elegant pops up, it's like Spy Family.
The Spy Family was like,
Yeah. Yeah. Screw up. Elegant. No, but I love the backstory of Senku. Especially like, I mean, we're 4 seasons in, and like we finally kind of get more details about his childhood life. Like his dad even popped up in a couple of scenes here and there.
The fun again. They balance comedy so well. Like they showed that his dad was actually at that space at NASA, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then like Senku comes in and is like, oh, he made a trip for the credit card.
Yeah.
He's like,
but really, it was
he's
for the
coming to
credit card.
see me. Not really. I was like, what?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Did you ever think that there was going to be like another doctor going against Senku? Like in this world?
So no, in this world, it really felt like it wouldn't. But then when they talk about it, it makes sense that they could.
Yeah.
Like, there's other smart people, right? So, yeah. I didn't expect it though. Overall, I did not expect it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't either, but what was interesting was that we actually did have a callback to like season 1 when everyone was just all stone, and you could see the perspective of like people in America and like what they saw, and then they got stoned. Mm-hmm. And then Dr. X like basically unstoned himself like thousands of years later at the same time as Senku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In almost the same fashion, in a sense.
Yeah.
His was kind of interesting that like I had to remind, and you can comment down below. You can remind me, Veronica. I thought they were under some. I thought Senku was under like the droppings of, I forgot, was it the bat urine or something?
Yeah.
But that's what helped unlock him. But with that one episode, it felt like that wasn't the case, and they just both broke out.
That's how I feel, but I think for Dr. X, if I remember correctly, there was also like a stream, like a water stream that helped broke him out of it too. It's
just this is where my one gripe is, or my one nitpick,
like
or
detail
that I'm not sure that did they bypass it with the logic in a sense, because they built on the logic so much, right? Of course, because of science. And I don't know if they mentioned that like the stream happened to have like the same
like ingredients.
Yeah, that help break him, because that's the whole thing. It was like they had to have the revival fluid, right? And
which Dr. X does not have.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like, they how did he break out? I guess, and I just comment down below. Maybe I don't remember. That's the thing, because I was watching it, I was confused. Like, oh wait, I thought they had to have the comp, like, because the whole thing was Senku got lucky that
he was underneath something.
Underneath that, and it just happened to make the combine make sure that was needed to break free.
Yeah. No,
that's my one thing.
I'm gonna have to like rewatch that.
I think I need to as well, because that's the one thing where I was like, it made it seem like he just got Dr. X got to break free, and then they made it look like Senku also had the same scenario. But in reality, I thought it was just more deep. But maybe it's not that deep.
No, we'll have to.
But it needs to be, because they keep building on like, oh, they need to have this stuff. That was a whole like season 2,
season 2 basically,
like getting the fluid going, and it's like, so
which is a plot point for Dr. X, because he does not have the fluid, the revival fluid.
Right.
So but how did you feel about the sniper? Our little
crazy. Okay, no, just guns. Period.
Yes.
Like actual guns. Like machine guns, and like Barrett 50 cal from the looks of it and all that. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is, again, they keep raising the stakes of like how people can actually die. And and I'm like, of course America would have the guns first. Of course. Like, duh. I'm not surprised, but he's out of line, but he's right though.
He's got guns.
Guns and like tobacco for smoking.
Yes.
I was like, of course. Like they do all the bad stuff essentially, which is, I'm like, oh, of course America, you would.
It was funny though.
It was good. I love it. I love the parallel.
No. I think I thoroughly enjoyed. I combined thoroughly enjoyed.
I found out, yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed like just seeing Senku be a doctor and like love science his own crazy way.
Yep.
And then Dr. X in his own also crazy way. Like one wants to take over the world, one just wants to, help the world understand science, and
one just wants to explore and know everything.
Yeah.
Like literally just know everything.
I mean, which is what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially for part 2. It's kind of how they ended it. FYI, if you're this far in. You know what surprised me the most about this season?
What?
That Senku got hurt. Because he has never gotten hurt before.
No. And of course, like him making like the almost bulletproof, like the whole like that mixture where it's like, I've seen the video
like flour
too.
and water.
Yeah. But you've seen that video where like it's the guy like that punches into it, but then if you like slowly put your hand in, it goes through the mixture.
Yes.
But then if you add like force, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
So
which is basically what happened.
Yeah, basically that was what he was trying to do, because he was like, oh, it's kind of experimental.
Yeah. I mean, he got shot straight in the chest.
But I think for plot wise, it was done very well in that we've gotten to this point where Senku is always the one to essentially fix everything, right?
Yeah.
But this was the moment when he's technically out and is able to shine on everyone that learned and like work with him throughout the like Chrome. Chrome was essentially like the next science dude, right?
Yes, Dr. Chrome.
Dr. Chrome. Yeah. So it was just I think there was a very nice moment where it's like, oh, now everyone has to flex what they've learned, essentially.
Yeah. And it was cool. I think it was cool to see, like, even though Senku was, like, down for the count, he still very much was giving orders when he could.
And still appeared in the plane.
Yeah.
For the dogfight. I was like, what's going on?
They made a plane in, like, short notice. Like, it was crazy. Yeah.
Aircraft carrier style.
Yeah, aircraft
boat.
carrier.
I was like, dude, they're doing everything expedited.
Yeah. They made, like, I thought it was really cool. They made like the sunstone to kind of like follow the path when they were crossing the ocean. The drill was really fun to see.
It was just so good. Like, it's just fun to see like them building everyday like things that we take for granted, you know?
Yeah.
We don't think about it. And we're like, oh yeah, that's crazy. They have to do like even just the drill, you have to like do like the
Crank it.
It's a crank
Yeah.
drill, right? Which I was like,
Yeah.
dang, that's crazy.
Was there anything that you were? Oh wait, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna add like it does go back to like then I think it just highlighted that on Senku's side versus Dr. X's side. Dr. X, he's kind of like the main dude. He's the main brain. Even though there's like some other guys, like there's an engineer, like there's some, but most of them are kind of like just soldiers.
Yeah, they had the muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of muscles.
But it's just kind of showcase like they keep thinking, oh, Senku's like or whoever. There's like the one guy. If we take him out, they're all like useless. But in fact, he's out. But it shows like how diverse the group is, and how like crazy cool they are. So it's just like, I just like the little nods to that, or like plot points of that,
Yeah.
The parallels.
Did you wish the season was 24 episodes?
Well, no, because if we're talking 3 parts, if it's only going to be 3 parts, then that just means it's going to be a season and a half. So at this point, I'm like, just do 12s. That's fine.
You're like, I'll stop my complaints.
That's why I was telling you. I was like, if it could just be split, if it had to be essentially 36 episodes, then sure. It's weird to make it like,
Yeah, a season.
I don't think it needed to be. With the way they ended it, it was fine, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, they're going around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a hostage.
It's a cat and mouse game now. I'm like, I didn't expect it to be like that's the next point of, like next conflict. And how they have a truce and they're gonna make corn and revival fluid. Yeah. I was like, what's going on? Like, I thought Dr. X would be mad that the other guys working with them to, I mean, again, they got lucky because he's supposed to be like actually empathetic and wants to save the world. We'll see. The last part was kind of confusing for me, actually, now that I think about it more.
Oh, wait, what was confusing?
No, just like, so they're like, okay, we got this guy on our side, and now Dr. X is stuck with us, of course, and then the sniper dude's just going to keep chasing them, apparently, right?
Yes.
It just felt like it was glossed over very fast, and it was just like, okay, I think this is where we're at.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
I guess maybe I'm missing something that I'm like, okay, what's stopping them from just not? I guess they're like, oh, there's a truce, which is fine. I guess we just have to accept that it's going to be a truce.
A truce, yeah.
But why is the guy going to only chase after Senku for Dr. X?
You know what I feel like? The sniper, I feel like he, when he was on that mission to like kill Senku, like he was going to do it like a one and done deal.
Yeah.
So I think what surprised him was like he was alive and well.
Oh, and Senku's the mark that is like, Senku's,
yeah. So I think that's part of the reason why he's like chasing Senku.
Now. I think they did allude to that. It's like, oh, Senku got away, so he's like, oh, he doesn't want that on his record.
Yeah.
Or he doesn't like that. Okay. I can.
But I see where you're coming from, though.
I can see the illogical. It's illogical enough that it makes sense. It's like OCD enough that it makes sense.
You're like, yes.
You know what? I'll take that. That makes it easier for me. Because I'm like, he doesn't have to. He could kill the rest of the people.
No, but you're right. He doesn't have to.
But I think they address all these points. I guess I just missed.
I think it was in like the last episode.
No, they explained all the parts. I just couldn't. At the time, I just didn't see how it connected. But I can see how it's coming together. Okay.
Yeah, it's all coming together as we're talking about this.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. You know what I like about Dr. Stone is that no one really like dies. If you think about it. If you really think about it.
That's the whole point. No, you're right. Yeah. That is the point. They try to make sure no one dies.
Yeah. There's no one dies.
Damn. That's true.
Yeah.
So far. I don't know. I feel like I've been every time there's a possible death flag, it doesn't actually happen. So I don't know.
It doesn't happen yet. Yeah. No.
Damn.
Yeah. Do you have any other cons, pros, anything you want to see more of?
I can never think about what I want more from Dr. Stone because they always just, again, I'm here to just see how they deal with the plot or deal with the obstacle because they don't always deal with it the direct way. They had to figure it out. So I'm just here for the ride at this point because it's just so interesting to watch.
No, truly. And I haven't read this manga. I'm like, I'm just going with the flow.
Oh, okay. You haven't read this one.
Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna end.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll both be surprised by part 3.
Yes, I believe that.
But yeah, do you have anything else? Any other thoughts?
No, I can't wait for more. Did we say you said July? So like summer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, summer.
Okay, summer anime. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
The summer's stacked.
Summer stacked.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But thanks for tuning in. You can follow us on all of our socials at NgoVo Convo and NgoVo Convo. If you're on YouTube, comment down below. No manga spoilers though, but what you thought about this season. If you like the parts, if you're like Harrison, if you're triggered on that, like this video, smash that subscribe button. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.